In this video, we'll discuss why it can be so challenging to fully implement Stoic principles in your life. Number 1. Human nature, human nature. One of the core tenets of patience is the idea that we should strive to control our emotions, desires, and reactions to external events. This control, as Stoics believe, is essential for achieving tranquility and living a virtuous life. However, it's crucial to recognize that we're all human beings, and it's in our nature to experience a wide range of emotions and reactions. Patience acknowledges that it's perfectly natural to feel joy, anger, sadness, and a host of other emotions in response to life's events. These emotional responses are hardwired into our evolutionary biology, and they served a purpose in our distant past. For example, feeling fear was crucial for our survival when we encountered threats, and experiencing joy reinforced behaviors that contributed to our well-being. Overcoming these deeply ingrained tendencies can be a challenging feat. It's like trying to swim against a powerful current. We can't simply wish our emotions away or suppress them entirely, as that often leads to emotional repression and other psychological issues. Patience doesn't suggest that we should become emotionless robots, but rather encourages us to approach our emotions with mindfulness and wisdom. It invites us to acknowledge our feelings, understand their causes, and choose how we respond to them. This is easier said than done, as our emotions can sometimes overwhelm us, and we might react impulsively before we even realize what's happening. To master this aspect of patience, it takes practice and self-awareness. It's a lifelong journey of learning to navigate the complex terrain of human emotions and develop the resilience needed to maintain our composure in the face of life's challenges. Embracing our emotional nature while also striving to exercise control over it is a delicate balance that requires patience and a commitment to self-improvement. Number 2, emotional complexity. The complexity of our emotions. Patience encourages us to cultivate emotional resilience and to have the ability to choose how we respond to various situations in our lives. However, it's important to recognize that emotions are incredibly intricate and deeply rooted in our human experience. They're not something we can simply control with the flip of a switch, especially when we face adversity. Emotions such as joy, anger, fear, and sadness are often a result of a complex interplay between our thoughts, beliefs, past experiences, and the external events that trigger them. They are part of our internal guidance system, providing valuable information about our reactions to the world around us. Patience doesn't deny the complexity of emotions. Instead, it encourages us to engage with our emotions consciously and thoughtfully. The philosophy invites us to understand the causes of our emotions and, most importantly, to choose how we respond to them. While it sounds straightforward in theory, it's often far more challenging in practice. Consider a situation where you face an unexpected setback, like losing your job. In such moments, you may experience a natural emotional response, perhaps a mixture of shock, anger, sadness, and anxiety. Patience advises us not to suppress these emotions, but to recognize them and then consciously choose how we respond. This is where the challenge lies. It's not as simple as instantly turning off negative emotions and replacing them with serenity and wisdom. Emotions can be overwhelming, and they often hijack our rational thinking. It's like trying to steer a ship through a storm, while the winds and waves are turbulent and unpredictable. To truly embrace patience, it requires ongoing practice and self-awareness. It's about learning to navigate this emotional complexity, understanding the root causes of your emotional reactions, and gradually building the ability to choose your responses more consciously. This process of self-mastery is a lifelong endeavor, and one that requires patience, self-compassion, and dedication. Number 3. Immediate gratification. In this number, we'll delve into the tension between patience's emphasis on delayed gratification and the prevalence of instant gratification and short-term thinking in our contemporary society. Patience encourages us to prioritize long-term thinking and delayed gratification, recognizing that true fulfillment often comes from achieving enduring and meaningful goals. The Stoic belief is that we should focus on the things we can control and invest our energy in developing our character and wisdom, which pays dividends over time. However, our modern world often operates on a different wavelength. We live in an era of instant gratification, where fast food, instant messaging, on-demand entertainment, and one-click shopping are the norm. The digital age has made access to information, products, and services incredibly convenient, but it has also cultivated a culture of impatience. This culture of instant gratification encourages us to seek immediate rewards and quick fixes, which can be at odds with Stoic principles. For example, we might find ourselves impulsively spending money on items we don't truly need, seeking momentary pleasure through consumption, or expecting instant results in our personal and professional pursuits. This contrast between patience's long-term perspective and modern society's short-term focus can make it challenging to commit to Stoic principles. It's tempting to prioritize immediate satisfaction over long-term well-being, especially when societal norms and marketing messages continuously reinforce the value of instant gratification. To embrace patience, one must consciously navigate this tension. It involves resisting the pull of instant rewards, reevaluating our values and desires, and practicing delayed gratification. This means setting meaningful goals, working steadily towards them, and finding satisfaction in the journey, rather than solely fixating on the destination. In essence, patience teaches us to appreciate the process of becoming a better, wiser person and to find fulfillment in the journey, regardless of the pace. It's a challenging endeavor, but one that can lead to a deeper and more enduring sense of contentment in our lives. Number 4, social and cultural pressures. In this number, we'll delve into the significant obstacle posed by social and cultural pressures, which often conflict with Stoic teachings and can create a constant struggle for those aspiring to embrace these values. Society and culture play a substantial role in shaping our beliefs, values, and behaviors. They establish norms, expectations, and ideals that may not always align with Stoic philosophy. For example, contemporary culture often glorifies material wealth, fame, and the pursuit of pleasure, emphasizing these as markers of success and happiness. This focus on external achievements can run counter to patience's core tenets, which prioritize inner virtue and wisdom over external markers of success. Peer pressure and societal expectations can be powerful influencers. They encourage conformity to cultural norms and may lead individuals to prioritize wealth, status, and short-term pleasures. These pressures can manifest in various ways, such as the pursuit of consumerism, seeking constant validation on social media, or chasing fleeting trends and fads. As individuals striving to adopt Stoic principles, it can be challenging to resist these influences. The conflict between Stoic values and societal expectations can create a constant struggle, pushing us towards decisions and actions that don't align with our deeper philosophical aspirations. Patience encourages us to prioritize character, integrity, and wisdom, while our culture often encourages us to prioritize external success and instant gratification. This tension can make it difficult to fully embrace Stoic values, as they require us to resist the seductive allure of societal norms and expectations. To overcome this challenge, individuals need to cultivate a strong sense of self-awareness and the ability to critically assess cultural pressures. Stoics strive to be guided by their own inner principles, regardless of external influences. This can involve making deliberate choices to prioritize values like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance over external markers of success. In addition, finding like-minded communities and support networks can be invaluable in maintaining a commitment to Stoic principles. Sharing and discussing experiences with others who are also embracing patience can provide encouragement, perspective, and a sense of belonging on the Stoic journey. Number 5, external circumstances. In this number, we'll delve into the tension between patience's teaching to focus on what's within our control and the undeniable impact of external circumstances on our lives. While patience urges us not to dwell on things beyond our control, it's essential to acknowledge that external factors, such as health issues, economic challenges, and social injustices, can significantly affect our lives, making it difficult to dismiss them. Patience's core principle is encapsulated by the idea that we should concern ourselves primarily with our inner character, our thoughts, and our reactions to events, as these are the only aspects truly within our control. However, this philosophy doesn't negate the existence of external events or the impact they can have on our well-being. For instance, a serious health issue or a sudden economic crisis can disrupt our lives and cause intense emotional distress. In the face of such adversity, it can be incredibly challenging to maintain the Stoic composure and detachment that the philosophy recommends. Real-life situations often evoke powerful emotions like fear, grief, or anger, which may seem difficult to transcend through Stoic practice alone. While we can't always control these external circumstances, patience reminds us that we can control our response to them. It teaches us to develop emotional resilience and an attitude of acceptance when confronting situations beyond our control. It encourages us to adapt and find opportunities for personal growth, even in challenging times. In practice, this involves acknowledging the reality of external circumstances, allowing ourselves to experience the natural emotions they provoke, and then choosing our responses wisely. It's a process of embracing the Stoic notion that the quality of our lives is determined not by external events, but by our internal attitudes and judgments. Embracing this aspect of patience requires patience, mindfulness, and ongoing practice. It's a continuous journey toward mastering our reactions to life's uncertainties, all while recognizing that we can't always change the external events themselves. Number 6, consistency and discipline. In this number, we'll explore one of the fundamental challenges, the need for consistency and discipline in practicing Stoic principles. It's essential to acknowledge that practicing patience is an ongoing battle with oneself, as it demands a high level of consistency and discipline. Patience isn't something you can adopt sporadically or haphazardly. It's a philosophy that encourages a way of life rooted in wisdom, virtue, and self-control. To truly internalize these values, one must practice them consistently. This means making a conscious effort to apply Stoic principles in daily life, regardless of the external circumstances or emotional challenges we face. One of the difficulties lies in the fact that it's easy to slip back into old habits or react emotionally to situations, even when we're aware of Stoic teachings. This is a reflection of the enduring power of our deeply ingrained tendencies and habits. It's like trying to break free from the gravitational pull of familiar responses to events, especially in moments of stress or adversity. Discipline is a crucial part of Stoic practice, and it involves the ongoing effort to cultivate self-control over one's emotions, desires, and reactions. This means consistently choosing reason and wisdom over impulsive, emotional reactions, even when the latter might seem more natural or momentarily satisfying. Consistency and discipline require patience and self-reflection. It's about developing the ability to pause and consider how Stoic principles apply to a given situation, then consciously choosing the Stoic response, no matter how difficult it may be. Another challenge is the risk of complacency. Sometimes individuals who study patience may feel a sense of accomplishment merely from their theoretical knowledge of the philosophy without putting it into daily practice. However, patience's true benefits can only be realized through consistent application. In the end, embracing patience is an ongoing journey, not a destination. It's a continuous battle with our own inclinations and the ever-present temptations of the external world. It requires a commitment to living in accordance with one's values and the ongoing pursuit of self-improvement. Number 7, misunderstanding. In this number, we'll discuss a common hurdle faced by many who are drawn to Stoic advice, but may not fully grasp its nuances: misunderstanding. When people attempt to embrace patience without delving into its deeper insights, they can end up missing the point by trying to suppress emotions or adopting a superficial understanding of the philosophy, which can hinder its true benefits. Patience is often associated with the idea of suppressing emotions, which is a common misconception. In reality, patience doesn't advocate the suppression of emotions, but rather the transformation of one's relationship with them. The philosophy encourages us to acknowledge our emotions, understand their causes, and choose our responses thoughtfully. Misunderstanding patience can lead to a superficial and unproductive approach. For example, someone might try to follow Stoic teachings by merely trying to tough it out in the face of difficult emotions, without engaging in the essential self-reflection and rational examination of those emotions. Misunderstanding also occurs when individuals only scratch the surface of patience, adopting a few Stoic practices or aphorisms without grasping the philosophy's deeper insights. This incomplete understanding can lead to a distorted view of patience as a rigid and emotionless doctrine. To truly benefit from patience, one must engage with its profound insights, such as the understanding that our judgments and beliefs shape our emotional responses, that our character is more important than external circumstances, and that virtue is the highest good. These deeper philosophical ideas provide the foundation for Stoic practices and resilience. Misunderstanding. Patience can lead to a shallow and less effective implementation of its principles. It's like trying to operate a complex machine without reading the manual or understanding its inner workings. The true benefits of patience are unlocked when we study its core ideas and philosophies and incorporate them into our daily lives. Patience offers a rich and comprehensive framework for living a more meaningful and virtuous life. To fully appreciate its wisdom, individuals need to invest time and effort in studying and understanding its nuances. In doing so, they can unlock the profound insights that patience offers and experience its transformative power. Number 8, patience and time. In this number, we'll delve into the importance of patience and time in mastering patience. Patience is not a quick-fix solution. It's a lifelong journey that requires a commitment to continuous self-improvement. It's easy to become discouraged or give up when immediate results aren't seen. But the true rewards of patience lie in the long run. Patience is not about following a set of rules or techniques that promise instant happiness or enlightenment. It's a philosophy that encourages a profound transformation of one's character and perspective on life. This transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual and ongoing process of self-awareness, personal growth, and the development of emotional resilience. Many individuals are attracted to patience because they see it as a path to immediate relief from life's challenges and emotional turmoil. However, when they don't experience immediate results, they may become disillusioned and abandon their efforts. Patience teaches us that true contentment and wisdom are the result of a patient and persistent journey. It's about cultivating a mindset that sees adversity as an opportunity for growth and embraces challenges as a means to strengthen one's character. The philosophy encourages us to view life as a marathon, not a sprint. It asks us to invest time in self-reflection, in understanding the Stoic principles, and in applying them consistently to our daily lives. The more we practice and integrate patience into our character, the more profound and lasting its effects become. In essence, patience is not a destination, but a way of life. It's about striving to embody the Stoic virtues, like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, throughout our lives. It's a journey of learning and unlearning, of growing and evolving, and of deepening our understanding of what truly matters in life. So for those who may be frustrated by the lack of quick fixes or immediate results, it's crucial to understand that patience's value lies in the long-term transformation it offers. Like tending to a garden, the seeds of Stoic wisdom need time to grow and bear fruit. Number 9, personal growth. In this number, we'll explore the concept of personal growth and self-awareness, which are integral components of patience. Patience requires individuals to confront their own flaws, biases, and irrational beliefs. This introspective work can be uncomfortable and challenging, and not everyone is willing to engage in it. Patience encourages us to embark on a journey of personal growth, wherein we strive to become better individuals by cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. This path involves introspection, self-examination, and a willingness to confront our own imperfections. It requires the courage to look within and acknowledge areas where we fall short of the Stoic ideals. Confronting one's flaws and biases can be uncomfortable and challenging. It's often easier to deny or rationalize our shortcomings rather than face them head-on. However, patience teaches us that true self-improvement begins with self-awareness, acknowledging our own limitations and actively working to overcome them. For example, a person may realize that they have a tendency to react to criticism with defensiveness and anger. Patience would encourage this individual to reflect on the underlying beliefs and judgments that lead to such reactions. This process involves confronting one's ego, questioning irrational beliefs, and striving to cultivate a more reasoned and virtuous response to criticism. This introspective work is a fundamental aspect of patience, as it aligns with the philosophy's emphasis on inner transformation and character development. By recognizing our own limitations and striving to overcome them, we can progress along the path of personal growth and become more virtuous individuals. However, it's essential to acknowledge that not everyone is willing to engage in this level of introspective work. Some individuals may find it uncomfortable or may be resistant to confronting their own flaws and biases. It requires a degree of humility and a commitment to self-improvement that not everyone is prepared to undertake. Ultimately, patience is a philosophy that empowers individuals to take control of their lives and become better people. It provides a framework for personal growth and self-awareness, but the depth of that growth is a personal choice. Those who are willing to engage in this introspective work will find that patience offers profound insights and a path to greater wisdom and virtue. Number 10, adaptation to individual needs. Welcome to the final number of our discussion on the challenges and rewards of patience. In this number, we'll explore the concept that patience is not a one-size-fits-all philosophy and the importance of adapting patience to individual needs and circumstances. This adaptation can be particularly challenging to achieve, but is essential for making patience a practical and meaningful part of one's life. One of the strengths of patience is its flexibility and applicability to a wide range of individuals and situations. Stoic principles offer timeless wisdom and practical guidance for living a virtuous life, but how those principles are implemented may vary from person to person. Adapting patience to individual needs involves recognizing that everyone's circumstances, personality, and life experiences are unique. What works for one person may not work as effectively for another. Therefore, patience should be seen as a philosophy that provides a framework for self-improvement rather than a rigid set of rules. For example, an individual dealing with chronic illness may need to adapt Stoic practices related to health and well-being to accommodate their specific condition. Likewise, someone with a highly extroverted personality may approach social relationships differently than someone who is more introverted. Both can benefit from Stoic principles, but they may need to tailor their approach to align with their unique circumstances. The challenge lies in finding the right balance between adapting patience to individual needs while also adhering to its core principles. It's essential not to dilute Stoic philosophy to the point where it loses its essence and becomes unrecognizable. At the same time, it's vital to make patience practical and relevant to one's own life. Adaptation also involves recognizing that personal growth is an ongoing process. As circumstances change and as individuals evolve, their approach to patience may need to evolve as well. What worked in the past may not be as effective in the present or the future. To adapt patience successfully, one must remain open to self-reflection and be willing to adjust their practices and perspectives as needed. This requires a deep understanding of Stoic principles and a commitment to their ongoing application in one's life. Patience offers a versatile framework for personal growth and virtue, but it's not a one-size-fits-all philosophy. Achieving the right balance between adherence to its core principles and adaptation to individual needs can be a challenging but rewarding endeavor. We hope this discussion has shed light on the challenges and rewards of embracing patience. Remember that the journey towards Stoic wisdom is a personal one, and it's a path well worth traveling. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of this ancient philosophy. As we draw this journey through the challenges and rewards of patience to a close, we must recognize that the path of the Stoic is not an easy one. It's a journey filled with trials and tribulations, a path where the road less traveled demands patience, resilience, and introspection. Embracing patience means confronting our own humanity, with all its complexities and imperfections. It requires us to stand face to face with the storms of life, acknowledging our vulnerabilities and flaws. This emotional journey can be uncomfortable and challenging, but it's in those very moments of discomfort that patience reveals its transformative power. Patience is not about turning off our emotions, nor is it a quick fix for life's struggles. Instead, it's a philosophy that teaches us to understand, accept, and wisely channel our emotions. It calls us to be architects of our own character, to cultivate virtues, and to transcend the limitations of our human nature. Through the challenges of embracing patience, we discover the beauty of personal growth, the strength in our self-awareness, and the wisdom in confronting our biases and beliefs. We realize that while patience may not provide instant relief or a one-size-fits-all solution, its true rewards are found in the long-term transformation it offers. In the end, patience is not a destination, but a lifelong journey, a journey towards wisdom, virtue, and inner peace. It's a journey that can bring depth and purpose to our lives, making us more resilient, compassionate, and wiser individuals. So as we conclude this exploration, we encourage you to embrace the challenges of patience, for they are the crucible through which we grow and evolve. Embrace the rewards, for they are the jewels of wisdom and virtue that enrich our lives. And remember, the journey towards Stoic wisdom is a path well worth taking, for it leads to a life of greater fulfillment, meaning, and inner tranquility. Thank you for joining us in this emotional exploration of an ancient philosophy that continues to inspire and guide us on our own unique journeys, own unique journeys, own unique journeys, own unique journeys.